And as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shares, that third eye science is naturally super. It is not just supernatural. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained there is nothing called supernatural, everything is science. Just 100 years ago, in every village, people with an awakened third eye were very common. It was simply the lifestyle in Hinduism. This profound statement challenges our modern understanding of consciousness and perception. What we consider extraordinary today was once an integral part of human experience and development. The awakening of third eye represents a return to our natural state of expanded awareness, not an achievement of something beyond human capability. Now, the revival of the third eye awakening by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The revival of the third eye awakening and the ancient Hindu science is being profoundly nurtured through the Gurukul system of education, which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has established as a sacred space for spiritual learning and enlightenment. The Gurukul serves as a living bridge between the past and future, preserving the sacred knowledge of Hindu tradition and transmitting it for generations to come. Here you can see this beautiful picture of the Kailasa Nithyananda Gurukul, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is creating an enlightened generation. Now let's look at a video where the Gurukul kids are demonstrating the third eye power.
So before we start off with the demonstration, I want to be showing the pads that we are going to be using. So if you see, like you can check it, this is actually the eye patch that is used as a foolproof method where whenever there's an issue with the eyesight and the other eye needs exercise, this is used so that there's no movement of even the eyeball, and there's a complete relaxation for that eye. So it completely sticks the eye. So you can see this foolproof one. You can also check it, ma. Yes? Yeah, this is good. Okay. So yeah, you can use this and now stick it on his eye. So Swamiji very beautifully decodes everything that is given in the Agamas and initiates each and every one of us to manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva. So Pulkitaya has now written in Hindi, and Vidya Bhushan, you can now start reading. You can hold it. Yes. So you can hum the Mahavakya and we can start reading. The key for manifesting the powers as initiated by Swamiji is just when we just get into the space of oneness and hum the Mahavakya, we fall into the space of oneness where we remember Swamiji, and all the powers just like that as a byproduct start manifesting through us. Vidya Bhushan, once you're ready, you can start reading. This opportunity is available for every one of you who are viewing this on Nityananda TV Live, Facebook Live, YouTube Live. Each and every one of you who want to experience this, and you have kids in your home, you want to do it, they all can be initiated by Swamiji just by joining Nityananda Gurukul and start getting initiated. And like how Vidya Bhushan is just 3 weeks now and has started manifesting these powers, each and every kid has to be given this possibility, and this is the purpose of their life. Now, Ma, you have also written in Malay, you can give it to him. Vidya Bhushan, you ready? Okay, Vidya Bhushan can start reading. Shivashankara Maharaj, you can hum the Mahavakya.
Jai Sri Ram.
So you can see how Vidya Bhushan very beautifully read Har Har Mahadev and Jai Shri Ram. So is that right, Aya?
This is absolutely amazing, astonishing, I would say. ये बिल्कुल अचंभित करने वाला है मेरे को.
So now we have Shiv Shankara Maharaj who is ready to read what Ma has written in Malay. Can you give the mic? Written Selamat Pagi Promit Terima Kasih. Before we start off with the demonstration,
Just 1 second. So here we saw how beautifully the Gurukul kids initiated into the third eye awakening by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, clearly demonstrated the power of the third eye and read blindfolded. So let's go further. Awakening of perception beyond senses. Now, through the Gurukul, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is not only bringing back the authentic Hindu sciences but also guiding disciples to unlock their inner potential, including the awakening of the third eye. Now, this awakening empowers individuals to transcend ordinary perception, experience higher states of consciousness, and perceive realities beyond the physical realm. Here you see a beautiful picture where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is initiating one of his disciples into the third eye awakening. Now, reviving the ancient Hindu sciences. By reviving these timeless indigenous Hindu practices and weaving them into everyday life, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is enabling people to live enlightened lives while contributing to a larger vision of a harmonious and awakened civilization. These practices integrate lifestyle, meditation, and education into a comprehensive approach to human development. Now, the verified science of third eye. Let us look at that. This revival is not just belief based, but it is a reproducible science. Through a systematic revival of indigenous Hindu sciences, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has reintroduced powerful initiations, meditation techniques, and lifestyle protocols designed to awaken higher states of consciousness. Through the QEEG and neurofeedback proof, the neurofeedback scans and quantitative EEG studies conducted during SPH, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism initiations, have shown measurable spikes in brain coherence, alertness, and cognitive performance. Whole brain activation. Case studies reports participants manifesting heightened memory, emotional stability, intuitive perception, and even extraordinary abilities such as blindfold reading, indicating whole brain activation. Now, if you look at the picture here, my Yoga Mata, one of the Gurukul kid, she's demonstrating the blindfold reading at the Capitol Hill, Washington, D.C., taking the gathering by storm. She can read the entire books with her blindfold on. There is another picture where she is amazing a police officer, again at the Capitol, Washington, D.C., with her third eye powers. Now, these sciences are applied not just for personal wellness but for planetary health. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism links awakened brain consciousness with ecological responsibility, teaching that expanded awareness naturally fosters non-violence, which is called as ahimsa, vegetarianism, and sustainable living. Now, let's look at this breakthrough case study where, by the guidance of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the reviving sight through third eye awakening happened for the born blind kids. Now, in January 2019, a landmark event in Gujarat, India, demonstrated the transformative potential of indigenous Hindu neuroscience. 82 students, such a large number, all visually impaired or completely blind, were initiated into third eye awakening by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Now, these students who were previously unable to see after receiving the third eye initiation, they started to see identifying shapes, colors, and text without relying on their two physical eyes. What a breakthrough achievement! Some regained partial sight, while others demonstrated the ability to see using an awakened third eye, verified through demonstrations such as blindfold reading. We will be watching a video soon as well. This is a historic documentation. This marked the first documented instance where large number of visually impaired children regained perceptual faculties through a consciousness based intervention. It's a breakthrough achievement, very first large scale demonstration of consciousness based vision restoration in modern times. Now, what is the scientific correlation? The neurofeedback and QEEG studies conducted in related contexts during the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's initiation revealed whole brain synchronization during third eye initiations, particularly in regions associated with vision and cognition, increased coherence in alpha and theta brainwave patterns, heightened neuroplasticity, and perceptual clarity. These findings indicate that the outcomes were not symbolic or placebo driven but neurobiologically measurable. These results are not symbolic, they are neurobiologically measurable, indicating the brain's innate capacity to transcend its own limits. So here, how you are all are beautifully seeing that in Hinduism, brain is not just an organ; it's a command center. Implications of one health and brain health. Now, this Gujarat case study provides evidence that consciousness based sciences may offer new pathways for addressing sensory impairments where modern biomedicine has limited solutions. This case validates the role of ancient Hindu yogic neuroscience in stimulating dormant brain areas, opening new frontiers in neuroplasticity research. Now, how is this scalable? Since initiated disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism can replicate the initiation process, the model is scalable and community based, reducing dependence on centralized healthcare systems. Now, integrating such indigenous Hindu knowledge systems into One Health frameworks can expand access to affordable, non invasive solutions for vulnerable populations. In conclusion, the Gujarat case study demonstrates the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revival of Third Eye Awakening is not only a cultural or spiritual phenomena, but a practical, evidence informed contributions to global health. It illustrates how indigenous Hindu sciences can complement modern research, offering a paradigm shift health as a consciousness centered ecosystem rather than a purely biomedical construct. Here you can see they are identifying the shapes, colors and sizes. These are the students from Gujarat, and let's watch the video. Is the video audible to everyone? Mhm. Okay.
Zero, Ma.
Very recently, when I visited the Blind People's Association here in Ahmedabad, it was for the first time I saw the blind children, the visually impaired children, with his one blessing. Swamiji just told that through me, he blessed me to be able to be one of his Divya Sharira, to be able to carry and radiate him through my body. And he told me that I will be able to initiate all of those children for them to see.
The Blind People Association, especially today in morning sessions. I am surprised to share that most of the participants, they could read words having with the blind mode.
P W E K.
Power, and we see R as K. Wow, beautiful.
Beautiful. Very nice.
Yes, so I'm going to just show this piece of paper, and that's exactly what is written.
Third eye has a capacity to make anything you want as a reality. Taste the first breakthrough, conscious breakthrough guarantee. It is all about opening your third eye, giving you first conscious breakthrough. Any human being can go through these initiations and have this superconscious breakthrough, manifest these possibilities and powers.
one of the biggest gift to the humanity from Kailasa is third eye awakening, even for the born blind, visually impaired human beings.
Just 1 minute. Now let's look at the mental health and the science of completion. A holistic approach aligned with the Sustainable Development Goals. Mental health is intricately connected with all the Sustainable Development Goals, most directly with the SDG 3, which aims to ensure healthy lives and promote well being for all at all ages. Yet, the root cause of mental health issues often lies in psychological, emotional, and physical aspects of an individual. Now, many mental health issues stem from suppressed emotions, incompletions from the past, and distorted beliefs about oneself. When individuals perceive themselves through the lens of struggle or inadequacy, they manifest both beliefs in their lives. Now, the Hindu science of completion, as revived and globalized by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, is a transformative process aimed at resolving inner conflicts and achieving a state of inner wholeness and clarity. This practice involves guided self inquiry and knowledge, allowing individuals to confront and dissolve their incompletions. By embracing this process, one can experience profound healing, emotional release, and a deeper connection to their true self. It also empowers individuals to contribute meaningfully to society, thus supporting broader goals of sustainable development. We invite collaboration to integrate this Hindu indigenous consciousness based mental health framework into public health policies and community wellness programs, especially in regions underserved by conventional therapy. Incorporating such traditional Hindu sciences can help build culturally relevant, holistic models of care that support long term emotional well being and human flourishing. Now let's look at that how the long-term research on program participants indicated measurable neuroplastic changes. Here you can see the mental health outcomes. 97% recovery from depression. Participants showed significant improvement in depressive symptoms. 89% recovery from overcoming phobias, substantial reduction in phobic responses and anxiety patterns, 82% resolution of anger patterns, significant improvement in managing anger and frustration. These results suggest not only improved neurological functioning but also rewiring of deep emotional and cognitive patterns. Now let's look at the various uh, powerful meditation techniques for brain optimization given by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. In today's fast paced, hyper stimulated world, the human brain is under constant stress. We multitask, we overthink, we burn out, and yet the most powerful solution doesn't lie in pills or productivity hacks. It, li- it lies in timeless truth, the inner science of meditation. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has not only preserved but powerfully revived the original, authentic Hindu techniques for optimizing human potential, starting with the brain. These are not just spiritual practices, they are applied neuroscience thousands of years ahead of modern research. Techniques that regulate brain chemistry, balance emotions, enhance neuroplasticity, and activate intuitive intelligence. The foundational meditation techniques, as given by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, is the Hindu science of completion, the unclutching, Nitya Dhyan, and Nitya Kriyas. So Hindu science of completion we just shared. Now let's look deeper into unclutching, Nitya Dhyan, and Nitya Kriyas. Unclutching is the art of thought detox. It's a very powerful technique, a core meditation technique taught by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. It is not about controlling or suppressing thoughts, but recognizing that you are not your thoughts and then allowing them to pass without engagement. Now, how does this powerful technique works? Thoughts arise one after another like gears trying to catch each other. When you clutch, you engage with a thought, identify with it, and follow its story. Unclutching means becoming aware of the gap between two thoughts and choosing not to connect with any thought that arises. You watch your inner space like a passive observer, letting the mind quieten down spontaneously. Now, what are the results for it? It restores mental clarity, emotional balance, and creativity. It leads to deep states of thoughtful awareness, which is called as Turiya state. Regular practice helps remove compulsive mental patterns and stress. And during the COVID 19 pandemic, in all global Kailasas all over the world, there was this Akhanda Nirvikalpa Samadhi Gyan Yagna, led and guided by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, was done in all over thousands of Kailasas all over the world. And people experience profound mental clarity and, anxiety relief, depression relief. Now, in unclutching, we sit in silence. Every time a thought arises, you tell yourself, this thought has no power over me, and let it pass and drop it. Don't analyze it, don't suppress it, just watch and let it go. Nitya Dhyan is another powerful meditation technique. It is a multi layered guided meditation given by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, which brings the brain into a state of restful awareness, the most productive state for memory, decision making, and alignment of body, mind, emotion, and consciousness. It has 5 sequential steps. First is cleansing the inner chatter using intense exhalations and mental release. Second is gratitude and prayerfulness, offering thankfulness to existence, which is Paramashiva. Witnessing the thoughts, a silent, aware observation of the mind. Awareness of breath, becoming conscious of the natural inhalation and exhalation. And last is the completion with the self and others, bringing deep, restful awareness and healing the past hangups. Another powerful meditation technique, as given by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, is Nitya Kriyas, which brings the bio memory healing. Nitya Kriyas is a yoga breath mantra protocols that cleanses the bio memory where all the traumas are stored in the cells. Now, according to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's teaching, Biomemory is the cellular level memory that includes past trauma, deep seated fears, emotional patterns, subconscious habits. These memories influence health, behavior, and even spiritual awakening. The Nitya Kriyas are a set of specific yoga sequences, breathing techniques, pranayama, mudras, and chanting mantras designed to release blocked energy. They are targeted techniques to unlock stagnant energy patterns in the body mind system, to detox the system of physical, mental, and emotional toxins, and restore alignment, bringing balance, inner balance, and spiritual harmony to the entire being. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has given 108 different kriyas for different ailments. For example, diabetes kriya, depression kriya, arthritis kriya, kriya for insomnia, and others. And these kriyas, they bring 100% emotional purification, complete cleansing of stored emotional patterns, infinite energy release, unlimited expansion of the vital life force, and 360-degree holistic healing, complete physical, mental, and spiritual transformation. These meditation techniques are more than personal development tools. They are the original Vedic technologies of consciousness designed for humanity's next evolution. As the global health bodies like the United Nations and World Health Organization explore integrative models of wellness, it is time that they recognize that the Hindu spiritual sciences as not only relevant but urgently needed in today's mental health and cognitive performance space. Now, let's look at the scientific studies on the brainwave mastery done on the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Multiple neurological studies have documented the extraordinary brainwave control and cognitive abilities of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, offering scientific validation of ancient indigenous Hindu yogic and spiritual powers. In 2004, Jim Thorpe Rehabilitation Center researchers led by Murali Krishnan used PET scans to observe that Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism exhibited heightened activity in the frontal lobes, which he could control at will. Activation of the mesial frontal lobe associated with the third eye was recorded whenever Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism consciously engaged this faculty. In 2005 and 2006, in Sound Health Designs, Dr. Acosta Urquida, PhD in neuroscience, measured heart rate variability and EEG during Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism healing sessions. Now, their results showed that the subject's heart rate who were receiving the healing entrained to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and that he remained in a permanent meditative space. In 2005, Dr. William Collins' study, Neurofeedback Expert found Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism resting EEG showed near zero brain activity, prompting him to remark, "There is no such thing as a normal state for you." During healing, intense gamma activity and neural resonance with recipients were observed. Now, these studies conclude and collectively establish that Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam's exceptional, unparalleled control over his neurological states with the ability to entrain and elevate the brain states of individuals he gives healing to, scientifically affirming the transformative power of a spiritual progress, of a spiritual practices. These outcomes are documented within communities of practice. Peer reviewed validation is ongoing, but the evidence base is strong enough to warrant global collaboration. During Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism initiations in programs such as Inner Awakening, QEEG scans recorded instantaneous synchronization of brain waves across both hemispheres. participants exhibited heightened alpha and theta brainwave activity, which are linked to deep meditative awareness, increased creativity, enhanced learning, and memory retention. These changes were observed at the exact moment of initiation, unlike gradual effects seen in conventional meditation. Cognitive performance and focus. Research on the participants showed sharper focusing abilities, rapid multi processing capacity, stronger short term memory immediately after initiation. In one documented study, 73% of participants reported significant increases in mental focus, reduced mood swings, and greater clarity by the end of a 21-day program led by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Now, the future vision, the conscious ecosystems, the Brahma Muhurta, the sacred pre-dawn period, has been powerfully revived by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, as a cornerstone of the authentic Hindu yogic lifestyle. Rooted in the Vedic and Agamic sciences, this sacred time is not only vital for conscious evolution but also a natural key to optimal physical and mental health. The sacred discipline is a cornerstone of authentic Hindu yogic lifestyle revived by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and lived daily in thousands of Kailasa's ecosystem all over the world. All over the world, thousands of Kailasa's ecosystem wake up in Brahma Muhurta and do the Brahma Muhurta routine of Yoga Padak and Kriya Padak, offering a holistic template for preventive health and conscious living. Global health bodies like the United Nations and World Health Organization can integrate such Hindu indigenous time tested disciplines into public wellness models, bridging ancient Hindu wisdom with modern science for a healthier and more conscious humanity. Before we conclude this section, let us look at a short video of by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on unclutching and experience the unclutching ourselves.
And destruction, initiating all of you into unclutching as a technique, as a meditation technique. Sit in a relaxed way. You can sit in the chair or on the floor. Be comfortable, that's all. Anything is okay. Be comfortable. Sit in a relaxed way. Close your eyes and any thought rises in your inner space. Decide you are not going to support that thought. You are not going to destroy that thought. You are not going to thought without creating, maintaining, destroying. Sit, understand? When you don't do the job of Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, you become Parabrahma. When you don't do the job of creation, maintenance and destruction, you become one with existence. Now, just sit. Sit in a relaxed way. Close your eyes. Unclutch from every thought. Don't miss a single thought in your inner space. Don't be unconscious. Unclutch from every thought. When thought rises in you, just decide, I am not going to support it, encourage it. I'll just unclutch from it. I'll just distance myself from it. Just a simple will. I will unclutch is enough. The thought will lose power over you. After a few seconds, again some other thought may come. Unclutch from that thought also. Slowly, 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 after a few minutes, except the thought of unclutching, nothing else will be there. Unclutch from that thought also. Unclutch even from the technique of unclutching. When you unclutch honestly, authentically, automatically your Kundalini energy rises, your Kundalini is awakened, and your body may levitate. Whatever happens, let it happen. Unclutch from everything. Just be unclutched. I initiate all of you into unclutching. Let the unclutching happen in all of us. Don't miss even one thought in your inner space. Unclutch from every single thought and every single idea. Do not create or maintain or destroy a thought. Just be unclutched.
Let's just sit unclutched for 2 minutes. Just surviving, but radiating super consciousness. So, with that, we come to an end for this section. And now I would like to invite our third speaker, Malusia Sumano, a representative from Association of Dhanapeetham Guadalupe, to share the next segment of the session and carry this journey forward. Malusia Sumano.
Nithyanandam, everyone. So today we're going to talk on the topic of ecosystem health from exploitation to sacred coexistence. Human, animal, and environmental health are inseparably one, a truth long lived by Sanatana Hindu Dharma. In this worldview, the earth is Bhuma Devi, conscious and alive. Rivers are goddesses, animals are vahanas, and the human body itself is a temple. Ecological harmony is not merely a policy goal, it is the foundation of life. Under the guidance of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, KAILASA revives these principles, integrating them into governance, agriculture, and daily living. The revival models a living spiritual ecosystem in which prevention, balance, and sacred coexistence replace exploitation, overconsumption, and degradation. Ancient wisdom, modern relevance. One health through Panchabhuta. The modern concept of one health, recognizing the human, animal, and environmental well-being are interlinked, is a rediscovery of ancient Hindu science. The Panchabhuta, earth, water, fire, air, and ether, express the elemental interconnectedness of existence. KAILASA's holistic blueprint operationalizes this wisdom through comprehensive practices that honor the sacred relationship between all living beings and the elements that sustain them. Conscious daily living align with ethical, ecological, and spiritual principles. Jnanas, homas, and daily meditative practices that purify air, water, and soil. Diets, sleep cycles, and therapies tuned to individual constitutions and planetary rhythms. Ancient science of spatial design harmonizing human environment with cosmic, elemental, and ecological forces. Structured integration of earth, water, fire, air, and ether in every layer of living. Vastu Shastras ensures proper orientation, natural light, ventilation, and water flow, supporting mental clarity, respiratory health, reduced energy consumption, and ecological balance. Green spaces, courtyards, and water features integrated into the Vastu layouts conserve biodiversity, stabilizes microclimates, and promotes harmonious coexistence with nature. The triple planetary crisis. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism consistently describes today's environmental and health emergencies as the convergence of the climate change, biodiversity loss, and pollution waste. These crises degrade foundational health systems, escalate disaster risks, threaten food security, and accelerate disease emergence. Rising temperatures disrupting the ecosystems and human health patterns. Ecosystem collapse threatening nature, disease regulation. Contamination creating breeding grounds of resistance and pathogens. A silent accelerant is antimicrobial resistance, AMR. Overuse of antibiotics in factory farms, poor sanitation, and polluted effluents create a breeding ground for drug-resistant pathogens. KAILASA addresses this as a root by promoting plant-based diets, cruelty-free cow care, Gauseva, and sustainable agriculture system, reducing ecological stress and AMR drivers simultaneously. Investing in the present and securing our future together. Jnanas, Hindu fire rituals, homas. Temple-based jnanas neutralize pollutants and harmful microbes, reducing environmental factors, contributing to AMR. Promoting harmony and health. Positive vibrations from jnanas support physical, mental, and spiritual well-being, creating a community less reliant on antibiotics. Maintaining a good health. Over 1 billion free meals distributed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and KAILASA promote a plant-based diet and support immunity and reduce antibiotic use. Reducing illnesses by serving sattvic foods purify the body and mind, preventing common ailments. Here, as you can see, there's a reference from the modern science study validating the ancient Hindu practice of yajnas for environmental purification and health benefits. 1 billion plus free meals distributed, promoting plant-based nutrition and community health. 100% health, 100% vegetarian focus, supporting immunity while reducing antibiotic dependency. 24/7 temple operations, continuous environment purification through sacred practices. Now, addressing the antimicrobial resistance through ancient wisdom. Ayurvedic practices, natural and antimicrobial properties like herbs, turmeric, neem, tulsi are promoted through Ayurvedic awareness programs. Reducing antibiotic overuse. Educating communities about the Ayurvedic medicine prevents unnecessary antibiotic consumption. Modern scientific validation of traditional Hindu medicine's antimicrobial properties are here in this reference here from a glimpse of Ayurveda history and principles and article. Vratams, fasting practices. As revealed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, natural detoxification practices like Panti Vratam detoxifies the body naturally and strengthens immunity. Reducing dependency on antibiotics, traditional fasting supports natural healing and resilience. Modern evidence supporting fasting as a natural detoxification and immunity strengthening practices. Comprehensive health and environmental protection. Go Seva cow protection. Panchagavya products enrich soil fertility without chemicals. Antimicrobial properties like cow, ghee, urine, and natural antimicrobial effects, mitigating AMR in humans and animals. Agnihotra fire rituals. Agnihotra rituals neutralize harmful pollutants. Soil enrichment. Ash reproduce is nutrient rich, improving soil fertility naturally. Sacred coexistence. If One Health is the global operating system, Panchabhuta alignment and Vastu-informed spaces are the configuration tools. Communities can transition from exploitation to sacred coexistence through practical implementation. Temple-based One Health hubs, Anadana, yoga, herbal hygiene, composting, and tree planting, integrated into community centers. Caring for all beings, recognizing animals are sacred companions and protecting biodiversity through compassionate action. Reverting sacred waters, protecting rivers as goddesses through conscious water stewardships and purification practices. Vastu, schools and clinics renovated according to the Vastu and the air quality standards for optimal health. Seasonal Panchabhuta calendars, fasting, kashayams, homas, seed saving, and water stewardships aligned with natural cycles. Honoring Bhuma Devi, treating earth as a conscious and sacred, moving beyond resource extraction to reverent partnerships. By honoring Bhuma Devi, revering rivers, caring for animals, and aligning life with the elemental forces and spatial harmony, humanity can transition from exploitation to sacred coexistence. A regenerative civilization path envisioned and revived by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Here, evidence-based prevention, care over cure through multi-layered quarantine protocols, mind-body practices, vegetarian nutrition, and temple-based circular economy. Evidence-informed approach linking inner awakening with the ecosystems and public health and biodiversity protection. Programs like Go Zero Waste, Clean Air Initiatives, Go Vegetarian, and Ishanya Project, advancing the SDGs worldwide. As this concludes the presentation for the ecosystems, the sacred ecosystems, I would like to share a very small clip where Swamiji is talking about the reassurance of the air quality and how we only use items that never run out, like as of like water and air. So I'm going to go ahead and play that video.
The Hinduism never touches the resources which runs out. Our lifestyle is never based on the resources which runs out. All our lifestyle was based on the resources which can never run out. Sun, water, the resources which never runs out. Only based on that we run our life. Somebody was asking me the other day, if the Hindu enlightened masters know about everything through enlightenment, why did they not design aeroplane? Why did they not invent trains? This is my answer. Please understand, we had aeroplanes, but which was running in renewable resources. We never had aeroplanes running on the petrol like now, because Hinduism never believes in using the resources which can run out one day. Always we built our life, we built everything based on renewable resources. If petrol can run out one day, we never touch it. We never use it. Which never runs out. We call them as natural resources, the natural energies. Vayu, Varuna, Indra. These are all the natural resources of Hinduism. Surya means sun god, wind god. Indra means intelligence god. And Varuna is water god. We use this renewable energy resources. Our lifestyle was based on only renewable energy resources. So there is no such thing as food running out. So don't worry at all. Food will never run out.
Thank you, everyone. So here in this video, Swamiji beautifully shares how in Hinduism, we only use natural resources, renewable resources, where we don't use anything that will ever run out. So this is something very important for the planet Earth to be able to coexist naturally with all beings and living in it. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Ma Lucius Mano, Manit Premika. And with this, now we move to our last and the final section of the today's journey of One Health through Enlightened Consciousness. And now I would like to invite Dr. Nirmala Sivaji from United States of KAILASA, Canada. Just 1 second.
thank you for the opportunity for me to participate in the Global One Health Consciousness Coalition. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has not only given humanity the science of conscious breakthrough, he has demonstrated it, documented it, and seen it into living ecosystems through Kailasa. What we present today is not proposal. But a proven model, policy innovations that erase scarcity, practices that heal both body and consciousness, and planetary transformations rooted in Paramadvaita, oneness with Paramashivam. When we gather here at the United Nations Science Summit, we come as representatives of humanity, searching for what can we scale globally to solve crises that appear insurmountable. As Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism reminds us that transformation does not begin with technology or policy. It begins with consciousness itself. His life work is living proof. An entire nation, Kailasa, demonstrating that enlightened policies are not mere theory, but reality is already functioning. He shows that scarcity, illness, and ecological collapse are not permanent problems. They dissolve when we live in Paramatvaitva, oneness with Paramashiva. Not done it. The call of our times. This is the call of our time to join the Global One Health Consciousness Coalition established by Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Every age has its defining call. For our age, it is not just about preventing pandemics or addressing climate change. It is about awakening collective responsibility through consciousness. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's Global One Health Consciousness Coalition is the platform where this awakening happens. It is not one more NGO or policy body. It is a coalition grounded in lived dharmic science, ready to integrate across governments, communities, and individuals. Collective responsibility through consciousness that will cause awakening, integration with government, communities, and individuals united and grounded in lived dharmic principles that based on science too. And then there are some examples here which can you? I couldn't read. There are some photographs which happened with all the United Nations. Kailasa participated in various leaders and country heads, and they were presenting various levels of about Kailasa's Swamiji's practice about enlightened consciousness, how we could bring that into our day-to-day living, and we can help the countries. Pathways for participation, this is with the policymakers, adapt these policies of free education, free healthcare, and zero hunger, already being practiced successfully in Kailasa. And then practices and community practitioners and community leaders, we can work with them to bring these daily rituals of yoga, meditation, and conscious agriculture into your ecosystem and see measurable, replicable results. And planetary health advocates, this is for different levels of people we are addressing. Recognize that true sustainability begins with Paramatvaita, the science of oneness, and scale it to heal not just the human condition, but of environmental and every sentient being. So Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's brilliance lies in clarity. He doesn't stop at ideas. He provides direct, actionable pathways. Policymakers have the chance to replicate Kailasa's proven systems, free healthcare, where disease is not managed but prevented, free education, that awakens intelligence rather than suppresses it, and zero hunger initiatives that restore dignity and nutrition to every being. For practitioners and community leaders, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism provides practices that are immediately implementable. Yoga that awakens not just flexibility, but energy. Meditation that detoxifies the mind, and conscious agriculture that aligns human need with ecological balance. For planetary advocates, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism reminds us sustainability is not only planting trees or reducing emissions, it is rerouting in oneness. When you recognize yourself in every tree, every river, every species, protection is no longer optional. It becomes natural. So when you align to Paramashiva, you not only heal yourself, you radiate health to the whole world. And that is what Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, his main guiding principle is. Individual healing, personal transformation through alignment. Then healing energy spreads outward naturally. That is the radiating the health. Global transformation through consciousness, that is planetary health. Then community and environmental benefit through the ecosystem of wellness. This guiding truth reframes all of health science. Healing is not an isolated personal project. It is not limited to one's body or mind. It radiates outward. Just as a single lamp lights up a dark room, a single awakened being radiates well-being to their ecosystem. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's vision is clear. Planetary health is not the sum of individual efforts. It is the multiplication of awakened consciousness. That's what he's doing in Kailasa and spreading that to every level of the cosmos. Then the demonstrated evidence of transformation through Kailasa's e-citizenship, access to over 200,000 hours of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's teachings, and in integration of One Health consciousness into policy and practice. Every individual, every nation, and every society can contribute to planetary transformation. And you could see that 97% of depression recovery using the Paramashivoham program, 89% freedom from phobias, that complete liberation from fears, 82% anger management, freedom from anger and frustration, 100% of cure for eating disorders, complete recovery from eating disorders and chronic fatigue, and 1300% cellular energy increase in cellular energy levels, and 86% addiction recovery that quit smoking, alcohol, and substance abuse. So you could see how we can help the whole universe and the planet by using this technique. These are not symbolic numbers. They are life-changing outcomes measured across thousands of participants worldwide. Depression, phobias, and addictions, the great silent pandemic of our time, find solution in consciousness. When cellular energy increased by 1300%, the entire framework of what we call health science must be reimagined. These results demonstrate that One Health is not an ideal. It is measurable, demonstrable, and replicable when rooted in Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's teachings. Though now the collective mission, by embracing Paramashivoham, we are not just transforming ourselves physically, mentally, and spiritually. We become vital parts of the global One Health consciousness coalition. Here, individual healing unites with global responsibility, integrating body, mind, economy, and ecology into a sustainable, energized, and conscious whole. So the physical health with the cellular transformation and vitality, mental clarity happens with freedom from depression and anxiety, connection to Paramashiva consciousness, spiritual growth happens, planetary restoration and balance, the ecological healing happens, sustainable abundance for all, then becomes the economic balance happens. Then collective responsibility and care with social harmony. So this is where the true shift happens. From me to we, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has given us the framework to see our health, our mind, and our communities not as separate spheres, but as a single integrated field of consciousness. Healing myself heals my society. Nourishing the earth nourishes my children. Practicing yoga in my home strengthens the planetary ecosystem. Through Paramashivam Summit, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism unites the smallest inner healing with the greatest, grandest planetary mission. And the closing vision is together we are invited to join Paramashivam Summit. You could see that it's happening in so many places, not only as a personal journey, but as a collective mission. We embrace this living science of oneness and together contribute to building the future we all envision, a future powered by awakened consciousness, holistic healing, and planetary restoration. Through our committed participation and conscious awakening, we will help to manifest a world of harmony, prosperity, and enlightenment for all. So through individual transformation, through Paramashivam Summit, you could see that United Ancient Nation presence. We are having the UN Summit in various countries. Joining the Global One Health Consciousness Coalition, embracing the proven science of oneness. That is the living science. Future manifestations, building harmony, prosperity, and enlightenment. This is the invitation. Direct, urgent, profound. Each of us is called not just to listen, but to participate. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has already built the blueprint, demonstrated the results, and documented the benefits. Now it is for us, leaders, policymakers, practitioners, and advocates to unite and manifest the Global One Health Consciousness Coalition, a coalition that proves humanity is capable not only of surviving, but of flourishing. The future is not in front of us. It is already here, established by Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. His vision, his clarity, and his energy is what that makes this coalition alive and real. This is the voice of consciousness, calling the world into oneness. Through conscious participation, manifest the future of planetary healing and awaken humanity. So this is the final call for everyone to participate in this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Nirmala Shivaji. Such a beautiful and a clear presentation. Actually, as Dr. mentioned, the open invitation to all. We have this summit being hosted in St. Kitts and Nevis starting from the 1st of October, and this being sponsored so that all of you can come and experience the unique, powerful lifestyle as your own, experiencing holistic healing and experience the true power of this one health. How can you live in oneness, in harmony with nature, with animals, with this cognition, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, and this has been made completely available free of cost, being sponsored by many of the Kailasavasi, by many of the Chitsava members of Kailasa who are sponsoring this for you so that you can come and attend it completely for free and actually experience what is this futuristic way of life that you can actually live. And this is made available for all of us. It's just 1 month and you can book your tickets right away. You just need to book your tickets and make sure you're coming and making yourself available there. And the rest, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself personally conducting this and making this style as an easily practical availability for all of us. So we also would like to ask if any of our viewers and the guests who joined us here. If any of you have any questions, please feel free to post your questions here in the Zoom chat. Mana Lakshmi from Kailasa, France has asked, statistics from the program would be interesting to share and get people to join PSS. Definitely, yes, Ma. We have been having research and studies being conducted. Participants who come, kids who come for the training, we would definitely love to share that as well. Any other questions that any of you have, feel free to post your questions here in the Zoom chat with us. Julia from Look After Me Limited is asking, I'm interested in coming to St. Kitts. What part of the island is this, please? So I can look at the flight and accommodation options. Thank you. Thank you so much, Julia Ann. I'm so delighted that you're interested in this. And definitely I'll share the details with you. I'm going to send you a form and you can sign up in that form, fill in the details. We will share that location with you. As you can book your tickets and come away. We would be having this holistic healing detox practice and methodologies so that you can experience healing, complete optimum health, all levels, physical health, mental health, and your well-being, including your conscious well-being. So we would be delighted to have each and every one of you there. So anyone else has any other questions also, please post it here. The link is citizen.info/PSS. You can just register, put your intent into this form. Our team would immediately reach out to you and share the further, the exact the exact place where the program is happening, so that you get your tickets there. Mahabhavapriya from San Jose, from USA, is asking, is process part of this program? Ma? Definitely, this program also has completion, which is going to be a very profound, holistic way where you can let go of your past, no matter what kind of most difficult situation you have endured till date. Time to let go is here, where you're going to be given a very profound, powerful process where the impact and influence of your past in your life will be completely removed and you would be able to create a new future. Any other questions any of you have? Please feel to post here.
If no more questions, then we will be concluding. Thank you, Dr. Nirmala Sivaji, and thank you, the Princess of Kailasa, Ma Nityapriyananda, for taking up the participants' questions. And as we come to an end of today's session, as we come to the close of this transformative session, we stand at a unique intersection where ancient Hindu wisdom meets modern global health policy, where consciousness is not just a philosophy, but a practical solution for humanity's future. Throughout today's session, we explored how the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, through the United States of KAILASA, is reviving the time tested Hindu sciences to address some of the most pressing challenges of our time, from mental health and ecological degradation to pandemics and antimicrobial resistance. The One Health framework, as expanded by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, is not limited to human, animal, and environmental well being. It recognizes brain health and conscious health, carrying a truly holistic ecosystem for planetary well being. This session highlighted Kailasa's ongoing global collaboration through the United Ancient Nation and partnerships with academia, public health experts, and policy makers to bring these indigenous Hindu sciences into global conversations. In the words in the words of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, only when consciousness becomes the center of our decisions can true healing happen for individuals, society, and the planet itself. On behalf of Kailasa and all our esteemed speakers, we thank each and every one of you for being part of this journey towards a conscious, collaborative, and sustainable future for all living beings. Now, before I conclude, I would like to share and invite all of you for another transformative session that is being led by Kailasa, and the topic which is starting right now. And the topic is revolutionizing global development, the Kailasa Hindu economic model. So, inviting all of you to join for this another transformative session. And before we conclude, I would like to close with a Purna mantra. Now, in Hinduism, we express our gratitude for everything that we shared, expressing our gratitude to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, through a Purna mantra. Now, this mantra shares that the absolute is infinite. This is that the manifested universe is infinite. From that infinite, this infinite comes. And if you subtract this infinite from that infinite, what remains again is infinite. Chanting this mantra aligns your consciousness with the boundless fullness of Paramashiva, awakening a deep sense of spiritual fulfillment beyond material limitations. Now let's chant this mantra. This can be used as a powerful tool for meditation as well. ॐ पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेव वशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ओम तत्सत् सर्वं भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव पादुकार्पणमस्तु Om Nityanandam. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Nityanandam.
Nityanandam.